There's always next year. That's how it is. In the business, there's no business like. The world of films is always full of surprises. Deep in Somerset, Stanley Jones-Frank can prove there were movie shows earlier than you think. This is a zoetrope, and believe it or not, it dates from 1840. The ancient film equipment of the Jones-Frank Camera Museum at Yatton covers the whole span of moving picture life. The old Prestwich camera churned out living dramas in 1897. The strict moral code of 1909 produced the mutoscope, which for a penny let everyone see what the butler saw. This unique collection never really started, it just grew bit by bit. Historically, each item is priceless, and every one in perfect working order. The quality of their work, too, is still superb, especially that of the debris Pavo of 1912. Unfortunately, finding other old cameras and projectors for the museum is becoming more and more difficult. The Newman Sinclair No. 434 is a veteran camera of World War II. It's a memorial in itself to one of the most famous newsreel cameramen of those turbulent years. In 1944, Movietone's Paul Wyand was on the spot when Vesuvius erupted. With the Newman Sinclair, he caught these extraordinary shots of the advancing lava. Note the Movietone news poster behind the Moy camera of 1909. The Moy still works, and not a single part has ever needed replacing. The first camera Stanley Jones-Frank himself owned, a Williamson Topical of 1920, the camera that hooked him forever on cinematography. An IMO news camera. Moving pictures gave graphic details of events up till then only read about. This poster drew in the crowds 2 years before the First World War. Vintage colour film, 70 years old. It was probably shown on the urban bioscope projector, which was popular with travelling cinemas. No doubt this film brought gasps of wonder from an Edwardian audience. Buffalo Hunt in Indochina, the date 1906, and every frame hand-colored. But the cavalcade of filmmaking is not all a happy story. Mainly through lack of finance, but also because the composition of the early nitrate film, which is highly inflammable, could not endure the passage of time. Much valuable old film has been irretrievably lost. Corroded and crumbling to dust, it can have only one predictable future. While valuable vintage cameras and equipment have been saved from extinction, can nothing be done to preserve the priceless old film itself? Much of it historic, all of it irreplaceable. Many reels of this old film have already been transferred to safety film stock, but the cost is astronomical. In many cases, decay is already too far advanced. Newsreel footage that mirrored life for nearly 80 years will be lost if more cannot be done to make new copies. Nostalgic glimpses of all our yesterdays, epic movies showing history in the making, will go out in a final blaze of glory.